Hey folks, we're back again. Thought I'd show you guys how to make boxes. Now, before we get into too much, you should be aware you shouldn't buy wood from Lowe's or Home Depot and make boxes. You're just not going to save any money. It's much better just to order your supplies from a reputable bee supply company. Your box is already made, but that being said, if you've got a source for free or nearly free wood, if you got maybe a sawmill up the road from you, or you're in construction and you wind up with a lot of leftover wood, then this may be a real good source for you. We're going to show you how to do this with rabbet joints. Now, the nice thing about a rabbet joint is when the two pieces of wood are nailed in, they leave a vertical drainage line. So unlike your finger joints, which do this, they leave a lot of spaces for water to collect, and that's a common problem with box joints. Now, a box finger joint is a stronger joint than a rabbet joint, but if you're using good glue and properly build them, it really shouldn't matter. The glue you want to use is Type Bond 3. It's exterior rated. It will just hold up where all other glues fail. It's made out of a lot of tree rosins. So get yourself some good glue. I use an arrow crown stapler. I use a bow stitch. Some tools I'll buy cheap tools, but I put thousands of staples yearly through this gun, and she's not misfired yet. So I do believe in going to Harbor Freight from time to time for sandpaper. But if I've got or a tool that I'm going to use once a year, I might buy a cheap off-brand. But if it's something like, for me, like I said, I go through about 8,000 staples a year with this gun. We'll be assembling these today with some narrow crown 1.5" staples, which is the longest this gun will handle. Alright, we'll get to it. First of all, what we have here is just a simple jig. You don't have to use a jig, but it makes life a lot easier. And this jig really only works. It'll work with finger joints, but it's kind of a waste, because the nice thing about this, we can put our glued pieces in and then slide vertically our sides. So what I do, you don't want to be stingy with glue. Glue is cheap. Even this expensive glue is cheap compared to the cost of the box and everything else. So you put one bead on the side and one on the flat. And I just lay that down. Get the other side. Stick our sides in. So. And we go to nailing. So you want to put a little bit of pressure and make sure your fingers, you got 1.5 inches, make sure you keep them far away from your nail zone, because staples can curl and go right into your finger. Anybody who's done any woodworking can tell you from experience, it's not really a grand day. So I'll pull that one in. You also want to make sure that you nail up high, because if you don't, this little piece of wood here will curl out on you over time. So you want to get a nail pretty high up there to anchor that piece. And if your board's sitting a little high, just tap it. like so. And this is shallow we're building. This jig will work with deeps, mediums, or shallows any size. So once you got that 2 nails on each side, flip it out, and you'll notice the puddle of glue that collects on the corners. And you see it pulling here. Well, that's actually a good thing. We'll let that glue dry, and that'll make your wood a lot more durable on the ends where your crotch will prise up on it. So, second nail's pretty quick. Alright, last thing. Lift it up, and we just put a square down on it. And let's see if I can turn this to where you guys can see. So there's your board's got a little bit of a cup to it in the center, but that's not a problem. What we were wanting is outside corner to outside corner, and right through here. And let's see that little bit of gap. We don't want that. So all you do is just push a little bit, and now we are touching from edge to edge to point to point. So our box is nice and square. And then we just set it on a stack to dry, and I'll be back with another video showing you how I mill the handles. Thanks for watching.